Hello and welcome to another video here from the online writing log. What I want to do this time is take a look at a preview of the current status of the mobile app development. Kind of give you an idea of what it will look like. This is far from final, and I don't expect this to be completed at the earliest the end of the year. I'm hoping to have preview test versions out before then, but we'll see how that all works out. But anyway, I just wanted to give you an idea at least of what to expect. So currently what I have so far is essentially 5 sections. The dashboard, the projects, goals, the activity log, and the profile page. The layout of this app will be a little different than the web version. So you can expect things to look differently. For example, the dashboard, as you can see here, currently looks, some of the same information, but more limited in scope. So we'll see how that all turns out. You'll be able to access settings and things like that directly here. We'll just see how that kind of turns out once I get all that tweaked and set up. But anyway, essentially the idea is that you'll have some of the same summaries here for your profile, the charts for the different word count and duration, and which projects are the most worked on and what activities are the most popular. You'll be able to filter those, of course. So that's kind of the current dashboard status. Incidentally, the profile is blank at the moment. There's nothing there yet, so that'll be a future update. Projects, not a whole lot there at the moment, just a list of projects. But this is where you'll manage your projects just like you do on the web app. Goals, this is currently the list of your monthly goals. So this is still a work in progress. I'm currently working on this particular page to replicate the functionality from the web page onto here. So there's not a whole lot here to see yet. You can't click on these or anything. You'll be able to see word count or hours and so on, and as you can see, some of this is a little off. This is not accurate, so there'll be some tweaking that will need to be done. You'll notice here that the colors here actually represent different activities. I've kind of had to change that up a little bit to make it easier to use the limited space that you have on the mobile device. Instead of icons, I'm using different colors, and we'll see that in the activity log. So as of right now, this doesn't really do a whole lot. You can't set any goals or save anything yet, but this is how it looks right now. The activity log is probably the most complete at this point. It's not there yet, but it's pretty close. So this is where all your log entries for your writing and your editing and whatever you might be doing is listed just like on the web app. And if you go into the filter here, you'll be able to see the different colors and what they represent. So green is writing, blue is editing, and so on. So you can filter these out if you only want to view certain activities. You can do that, or just view all. So that's kind of a way that you can kind of get an idea of what the different colors mean. And it should hopefully not be too tricky to get a sense for, get used to those different colors, and they may still change. That's just kind of a default set of colors that I've used for now. You can also click on an entry, and it'll give you a summary of what you did. You also have a comment if you added comments, like in this case. There's a comment, and you have a nice little picture of your cover if you happen to have one. And this is not complete either. There's going to be some settings in here, for editing and things like that. And just like with most mobile apps, you'll be able to swipe left and right, which might not work in this web preview I'm doing right now. But the way I have it set up right now is to swipe to the right, you'll edit. Swipe to the left, it deletes. So you can quickly delete an entry if you need to. And then, of course, you can obviously also add a new entry. Different projects and so on. So that's kind of where the web app is at right now. So there's a lot of work to do still, The activity log is also does not currently have the different timers, the countdown timer and the timer just for like for the one for sprints, and then the regular timer just counts from 0 and up. So those are things that still need to be implemented. So there's a lot of other little things there, and then really with an app like the online writing log, it's a simple thing that you do. You record your activities and you have your goals, but behind the scenes it's fairly complex. So it takes a bit to convert all of that from one format to a different one, and see what the best use case is, right? What's the best way to filter something, or what's the best way to pick something like a project from a drop-down when mobile devices don't always use drop-downs as much as you do on a web app. But anyway, I just wanted to share the status and show you kind of where things are at, and things are moving along a little bit at a time. I'm working on this as in between other things, and I'm really excited about this. The one thing I'm going to keep an eye on is the different app stores. I'm familiar with the Android App Store. I've published some apps in there before, so I kind of know how it goes, and it's fairly cheap on the Android side. On the Apple Store side, it's a little bit more complicated because I'm not an iPhone person or user, and it's also more expensive. I believe you have to pay per year, but I'm not 100% sure. So on the one side there's a one-time cost that's fairly low. On the other side there's a higher cost associated with it. So we'll see how that all turns out. But currently I've been able to test this app on both iPhone, or really an iPad, and on Android. So on a kind of preview platform, and looking pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. So I hope to be able to share more about this. I'll try to share frequent updates when I complete different sections. Like the goal section is almost done, then I'll dive into the projects, and then we'll kind of go from there. So anyway, I hope this is something that's you'll find useful, and I look forward to. And if you have any ideas or suggestions at this early stage, things can always change. Don't hesitate to let me know. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again, and I hope to hear from you soon.